I'm going to be so real. I'm trying really hard to not fall asleep on these. You got anything like to like anything to like keep you awake? Like any like caffeine stuff? I'm almost done with one class completed though. Nice. All right, we have TL33. Well, is it three? Is it two threes or yeah, it's three? TL333 freeze. Yeah. So, which also like leads, T leads as well. That's another way. Which is an alpha that we got to read 3 of their works before. The previous one was 2494, which will actually come out in a couple months. What is this one? Oh yeah, it's like the pets. It's the pets that like grow weird body parts that are from humans on them. Yes, I remember now. Yeah, even though I had to look at the thumbnail more closely. I was like, this does not make any sense. Hey, GamerStop's nice. Cool. But yes, this was the last one we have from Tlees. And this one is called 4S. So 4 and then just the letter S. And 4 as not as in like F-O-R, not the number 4. But like, yeah, 4S. Okay, here we go. Object class Euclid, special contained procedures, observation room 145B of Site 24-5 has been equipped with a magnification device. A perimeter of 50 meters must be maintained between between SCP-2676 and all dormitories. After incident, 4 personnel officers will also be kept outside the perimeter. Testing requires level 3 authorization. Should SCP-2676 activate outside of authorized testing, Site 25 should be placed on level 1 lockdown until both alpha subjects can be located. Further action can be taken at the site director discretion. No anomalous object pertaining to sleep or dreams should be stored in the same site as SCP-2676. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a couple objects that can do that, so... By the way, YouTube, if you guys wonder why I yelled no, it's because Steph was like, oh, for me? And I was like, no! Description. SCP-2676 is a coffee-style table, 1.5 times 0.8 times 0.5 meters in dimension, composed of African blackwood. The top and sides have inserts made of lead crystal. Visible within the center of the table is a miniature cityscape, composition unknown. Buildings range in size from 0.5 to 3.2 centimeters in height. Most are in a state of disrepair or have been heavily damaged. The infrastructure is cracked and crumbling, with numerous areas blocked by rubble and fallen debris. On the bottom of the table, the words 4S have been inscribed. A series of scratches after the S suggests the original inscription was longer. When SCP-2676 is inactive, its interior occasion... Oh yeah, never mind. I was like, what's the sound? That's fucking music. SCP-2676 is inactive. Its interior occasionally displays multicolored lights with no discernible source. These lights are always present when SCP-2676 is in its active phase. No pattern is otherwise obvious. An inversion of the table when SCP-2676 is inactive will cause the lights vanish. Riding the object causes flakes appearing to be ash to fall over the city for a period of upwards of 8 minutes. No such activity has yet caused damage to intact building within, though they will shake when lateral motion is applied. SCP-2676 enters its active state when at least 2 individuals, designated alpha subjects, enter stage 2 sleep at approximately the same time within 45 minutes of the object. Alpha subjects unanimously report restful, dreamless sleep. So we have within 80 minutes of each other. And with one exception, see incident 4. Okay, there's an exception. Due to its active state, the interior of SCP-2676 will manifest its entities, -A into instances of -B. -B manifests as 2 humans, typically greater than 75% of tests with appearance similar to the alpha subjects. Though miniaturized in scale with the buildings, Dash A is an independent humanoid apparition which does not vary in appearance across manifestations. This drink is so good. Dash A will attempt to chase down and capture. I had a feeling. Capture Dash B, whereupon the latter will demanifest. If both simulacra are captured, the alpha subject will wake violently, otherwise all entities will demanifest upon subject's normal waking. Dash has been successful in capturing both Dash B in more than 2/3 of tests, owing to its speed, ability to levitate, and knowledge of the layout of the city within SCP-2676. Dash A is also assisted by multicolored spotlights emanating via unknown methods from the roof of SCP-2676, which track Dash B whenever they are out of cover. So literally just like, it's literally just Dead by Daylight. Upon waking, alpha subjects report greater emotional attachment toward one another regardless of previous acquaintanceships. These feelings have manifested as friendship in 83% of the tests and love in 44%. You don't want friendship and love with a D class system. Of note, romantic feelings do not develop counter to subject sexual orientations. Tests where such feelings are unrequired have only occurred when subjects' orientations are incompatible. Addendum log of Incident 4. Incident 4 on to SCP-2676 entered an active state outside approved testing at 34 past midnight. Site 25 was placed on lockdown and searched. The view of the inside of SCP-2676 was obscured due to the dust clouds. Just checking something. Dust clouds, but one Dash B was identified as Junior Researcher M. The other could not be identified. The lockdown was finally lifted when Junior Researcher M and Dr. S were located in the latter office, having fallen asleep after a sexual tryst. Okay. 5 hours later, SCP-2676 displayed unusual behavior, with all clouds and lights dispersing before the alpha subjects awoke. Addendum Interview 27. Due to ongoing investigation, level 4 authorization is required. Interview with Junior McCoy. 9:28. Me look at my coffee table like, don't you get any idea? Audio log fully can be requested from Site 25 archives. So, I'm there in the city. It's totally ruined. Buildings are all but falling down around us, right? Us? Oh yeah. Okay, you know how you get into a dream and you just know things? Dream logic. I'm there with this young woman. Never actually seen her before. I can barely remember her face. But I know she's supposed to be Dr. Sawyer. She's scared. I'm all but dragging her through the city by the arm. We're running, trying to escape from the lights. There are these colored spotlights everywhere, right? All kinds of colors coming out of the sky. And I just know that if any of those lights land on us, we'll be caught. I don't know by what or what will happen. I just know it's bad, right? So we're ducking between buildings, trying to stay behind cover while keeping an eye out on the way. Ban the lights sweep around the city, looking for us. That goes on for a while, I'm not sure how long. Dream time, right? And then the whole time, it's like Dr. Sawyer is trying to show me something. Like screaming and crying for me to look at her. I'm just too concerned with keeping us safe. I think I told her something like that. Then eventually the thing shows up. I think it's what they call Dash A. Like this big floating Green Reaper kind of monster. Yeah, I had a feeling. It has like a dozen eyes. No mouth or anything else. There's eyes all over the place, which probably is connected to the spotlight. A big, long, spindly arms, like almost bone. All I can do is stare at its face like it's got me hypnotized, just to stare at it, and I can't move. Doesn't matter if I could, because right then the lights found us and this thing can pass through walls, you know? Anyway, I know we're screwed and I squeeze my eyes shut because Dash A is coming towards us, but I can still see, you know? Dr. Sawyer, she throws her arms up and she shouts something like, "No! You stop! You stop there because we're going home!" And this big beam of light shoots out of her hand all of a sudden. Dasher looks surprised, like he rears back and stares up at the sky. See, It was overcast, like the whole sky was covered in clouds. But that beam of light, it zaps up into the clouds and parts them. Makes them go away. And the sky behind them is bright crystal blue. Like any nice, clear sky you ever see, right? And all three of us are just standing there, staring at the sky. And Dash A, he talks. But not with words, more like, I don't know, thoughts? Like concepts? He says something like, I'm sorry. I tried. I thought you loved it. Please come back. And then, in like an instant, I wake up. Everything bad vanishes, the monster, the lights, the buildings. So it's just me and Dr. Sora in this bright, clear sky. It would be so funny if this Green Reaper like creature is actually trying to like play like it's like a love matchup system. Like, oh, I thought you like having like, you know, be with a partner that you want to be with and experience some like high tension so you can really bond with each other. Then interview 28. Yep, same thing as before. Interview with Dr. Sawyer. I think it's the same one as before. No, that was Junior McCoy, yeah. Now my coffee table is going to do what it does best. Hold flower, raise its puzzle and sit there, nothing more. Audio log full interview can be requested from Site 25 archive. I remember the ground was rocky. It was covered in rubble. Large chunks of concrete with rebar and sometimes glass emerging at the odd angles. I'm in the ground best because during the whole dream I was fixated on my hands. I was holding a key or maybe a ring of keys. It might have been just a few keys, I'm not sure. The point is, I was holding them, staring at them like they were the most important thing in the world, and if I looked away for even a second, they'd be gone. And all hope would be lost. And my eye is itchy. Great. The surroundings? Like I said, I was mostly focused on the ground. I do recall the air was filled with ash. Maybe soot. As though there had been a great fire. I got the impression that whatever has destroyed the buildings, I think they were building. Oh my god, my eye, dude. Great fire, I got the impression that whatever had destroyed the building, I think they were buildings we were running through. Whatever had destroyed them had done it so recently, and the fallout of the destruction was all around us in the air. I like having a boring coffee table. Yes, junior researcher McCoy was there. No, I don't recall. Oh yeah, wait, this is her point of view. I don't recall what he looked like in the dream. Most of it is hazy for me. I remember the keys were very clearly. There was something wrong with them, but I was still holding them in my open hands, like one cup of water to drink. The other main detail I recall with any clarity is the entity, Dash A, I believe. It was monstrous. I was truly horrified of it in the dream. The moment I saw it, I clasped my hand to my chest, holding onto those keys, lest it swipe them from my hand at any moment. I think it exchanged words with Tommy. At least I got the impression they were talking. I swear it said something about being like us once. Well, one of us. I'm not sure who it meant. It seemed odd in the moment, even in hindsight, because here was the thing from which we had been running all the time, just conversing with us, and Tommy didn't seem to care. What I did in the dream wasn't exactly something I felt in control of, like reading a script and acting it out, or having it act out for me, rather. My grip tightened around the keys and then I shout, "Stop! You won't let us leave, so you're going to have to watch it break." I don't know why I would say such a thing. Doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? I do remember the words though, very clearly. They are perhaps the clearest part of the dream. Then there was a bright flash, I'm not sure why or where from, but the smog and ash and clouds all cleared up. The sky was actually quite lovely. I remember I looked up at Tommy and he was pointing at the entity. It was a very strange creature now that I think about it. Very ghostly with dark robes and skeletal features and the like. At the moment when I looked at it, its face turned up to the sky and its arms were spread. It's sort of posed to attribute to people in the midst of religious ecstasy. If I listen to dramatic description, and in the very last moment of the dream, right as I wake up, I noticed tears streaking down its face. You can only wonder why. It seems like they experienced two different sides. Like, it looks like they were the same place, haunted by the same thing, but what they experienced were different. Tommy saw it like, oh, like, I have to keep her safe, but then she casted some magic spell, while from Dr. Sawyer's perspective, Tommy was interacting with -A. Due to the ongoing investigation, level 4 authorization. Well, there's something to be worth the saying of give someone the benefit of the doubt. The only ones you can give benefit of the doubt in SCP wise are like the ones who the Foundation allows to roam free. Any other SCP is either not really something you want to interact with, or it will kill you. So, no. From the desk of Dr. Ida D. Mauro, Site 25, psychologist. I hereby submit the following statements made by junior researcher Thomas McCoy and Dr. Julian Sawyer pursuant to the events to incident 4, or to inform the site director decision on the case. Okay, so from junior researcher Thomas McCoy. Well, look, Steph. Here's what we do. Mechanic is our sacrifice to whatever beast will hunt us. He's gonna be the way we will gather data. We'll understand how the beast works. We will understand how to avoid it, because Mechanic will then trigger whatever thing it does to kill it, to kill him. And then we could look at that and be like, let's not do that. Okay. He gets what he wants, and we escape scot-free. Because sometimes, if you can't beat stupid, use it. From the desk of Dr. Ida D. Mauro, Site 25, psychologist. I hereby submit the following statements made by junior researcher Thomas McCoy and Dr. Julianne Sawyer pursuant to the events of Incident 4 to inform the site director decision on the case. From junior researcher Thomas McCoy. What if I befriend the beast, then what? You don't have the charisma to befriend a monster, I'm sorry. Okay, from junior researcher Thomas McCoy. Hey, if you could keep this from getting around to Dr. Sawyer. Oh, geez, this is going to turn into an official inquiry, isn't it? I should have known. Like, we're being careful, and then 2627 had to go and... No, okay, gonna be honest. There's no one but me to blame. I was hoping I could fuck my way to promotion. Oh, my language. I've been here forever doing dick jobs. I keep getting passed over. I'm tired of it, you know? All I wanted was a promotion, or maybe even like just a pay raise. I didn't want to hurt anyone. If I'd known she was married, I wouldn't have done it. I put in for a transfer or something, but I saw an opportunity because she was flirting with guys on staff, not being too subtle about it. I mean, I'm not into women, but I figured, hey, go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I guess I'm stupid for not even asking, just taking her offer at face value. So in hindsight 2020, you know what it's like? Actually, I take that back. I hope you don't. I hope you never, ever know. Look, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't want to hurt. I want to get hurt, but I've known I 100% not have done it. I just, like, I don't want her to think that I hate her or anything. Just get what I'm saying? I mean, she's really nice, and I'm not really into her like she maybe thinks I am or wants me to be. But she's got some good qualities, right? She gets down on herself sometimes, and I wish she wouldn't. She doesn't deserve that. I honestly feel sorry for her. She just needs some attention is all. I hope that's not out of line for me to say that. Wow. I can't believe like he was like, I didn't want to hurt anybody. Well, The question is this like, does this happen because of the SCP? Because like it did state that a lot of friendships and romance blossom between two people after they experienced it. So I wonder. I think I'm not stupid. I knew he was using me. Young men do not sleep with women my age without an ulterior motive. You know how it is. The curls become flaps. You don't shimmer or shine. The spark is gone. If I'm being completely honest, I really cared for him. That was also stupid, but I couldn't help it. Being with him made me feel calm, protected. I felt like he could make all my problems go away. That sounds awfully trite, doesn't it? And now, well, I'm aware that what effect SCP-2676 has, and that's likely the source of what I'm feeling right now. It's hard knowing those feelings are not really mine, but I still don't want to let him go. I can't even describe how confusing and downright frustrating this, being one of those edge cases where it isn't mutual. Am I right in that assessment? No, of course not. Why did I do it? Isn't it obvious? Things haven't been alright at home for quite some time. I was trying to make my wife jealous. Junior Researcher McCoy to be reassigned. Dr. Sawyer will be given an official reprimand for her conduct. Containment procedure will be updated. Dr. Oot, Director, Site 25. Kind of awkward that we had a gay dude and a lesbian woman have like sleeping with each other for ulterior motives. But the ulterior motives only happened because they went through the SCP dream. Like if they didn't end up in that little coffee table world, this would never have been a thing. It was just like kept on going with normal life. But now Tommy has like probably will be either A put as a D class because he just straight up just told him like yeah he would have had sex with people just to get higher up in the order, which in the Foundation that's not how this works. You cannot pay your way up or sex your way up. So the Foundation's going to definitely look at that and be like the O5s and the directors are going to look at that and be like, we can't have you here. So either they anesthetize him and send him away, make him a D class, or terminate him. And now, and with Dr. Sawyer, she probably ruined the whole marriage. Like, ain't no way she's, thanks to the SCP, she's not gonna go home and not be able to not talk about it, you know what I mean? Probably will be like, go home and be like, I fucked the guy. And the wife's gonna be like, pardon? And she's like, yeah, you know, I have feelings for a guy, even though I never had feelings for guys before, and now I do, and we had sex, and I care for him, but he doesn't care for me. And the wife will be like, what's going on? So yeah, that desk ruined 2 people's lives. There we go, mechanic. You can have that desk. It ruins people's lives. There you go. Have fun with that.